Hey everyone, and welcome back to the AI Compass. If you're like us and you're a business or a product or technology leader, you can't afford to miss a beat in AI.
Definitely not.
It's moving so fast.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here. This is your shortcut to staying ahead of the curve without getting lost in the AI news overload.
Exactly.
And this week we are diving into the latest developments in the world of AI with a focus on business, product, and technology.
So let's jump right into it with business.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been a really big week for big tech earnings reports. And one thing is crystal clear. AI is no longer just a buzzword.
Right.
It's actually driving serious growth.
Absolutely. Microsoft, Google, Amazon.
Yes.
They all saw major jumps in cloud revenue. And AI is a huge part of that story.
Yeah.
For example, Microsoft's Azure platform saw 34% growth. But here's the kicker. 12% of that growth is directly tied to their AI services.
That's right. And Microsoft is investing very heavily in AI infrastructure, and it's clearly paying off. But it's not just them. Google's CEO highlighted how their own AI investments are fueling their quarterly growth. And they're even using AI to generate code for their engineers, boosting their efficiency and productivity.
It's like a race to the top of the AI mountain.
It is.
But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, is it? These companies are spending billions with a B on AI infrastructure, which makes you wonder about the long-term profitability.
Exactly. It's a classic spend money to make money scenario. And only time will tell how sustainable it is, especially when you consider that startups are also vying for a piece of the AI pie.
Yeah, speaking of startups, it sounds like 2025 is going to be a make-or-break year for them.
Definitely.
The venture capitalists at TechCrunch Disrupt were pretty clear. They want to see more than just hype. They want to see quality of revenue.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, think about it this way. It's not enough to just get customers.
Right.
You need customers who stick around and spend more over time.
Okay.
That's what proves your AI solution is delivering real lasting value.
Yeah.
One company that's doing this right is Braintrust. They're helping developers build AI apps, and they've managed to land major customers like Zapier and Instacart.
Wow.
That's the kind of track record that gets investors excited.
So it's not just about having a cool AI product. It's about proving you can solve real problems for businesses and that you can scale with them as they grow.
Especially in this economic climate where CIOs are under pressure to make every dollar count.
Right.
If AI startups want to survive, they need to convince those decision makers that their solutions are worth the investment.
All right, let's shift gears to something a little more ominous.
Okay.
We've been hearing a lot about this concept of zombie AI, and it sounds like something straight out of a horror movie.
It does have a certain ring to it, doesn't it? But the scary part is it's a very real risk for businesses.
Okay.
Essentially, zombie AI refers to AI applications that have been developed and are operating without proper oversight or control.
So it's like setting loose a powerful tool without a safety manual.
Exactly. And without that guidance, zombie AI can lead to all sorts of negative consequences.
Right.
Performance decline, unreliable models, security vulnerabilities, you name it.
Wow.
And the worst part is it can even lead to financial and reputational damage.
Okay, that's enough to give any business leader nightmares.
Right.
Give us some real-world examples to make this hit home.
Well, remember Zillow? Their AI-powered home valuation models completely missed the mark, leading to huge losses for the company.
Ooh.
They didn't predict market risks accurately, and ultimately it cost them big time.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then there's the infamous case of Microsoft's Tay chatbot.
Right.
It was designed to learn from interactions on Twitter, but without proper safeguards, it quickly started spewing offensive and inappropriate content.
Yeah.
Talk about a PR disaster.
Yikes. So the takeaway here is that AI governance isn't just some optional add-on.
No.
It's absolutely critical.
It is.
It's about making sure you're using AI responsibly and safely.
Could have said it better myself. Robust and scalable AI governance is crucial to mitigate those risks and ensure you're actually maximizing your AI investments.
Now let's dive into some product news.
Okay. And kicking things off, Microsoft is taking a bold step by integrating its Copilot AI into Microsoft 365.
So it's like having a super-powered AI assistant built into all of our everyday tools. Sign me up.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Think AI writing assistants in Word data analysis, suggestions in Excel.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty impressive stuff.
So where can we get our hands on this?
Well, users in Australia, New Zealand, and a few Asian markets are the first to experience these new features.
Of course, there's a catch, right?
It comes at a price. Annual subscriptions in Australia, for example, have jumped from AU $139 to AU $179.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
So Microsoft is betting that people are willing to pay a premium for these AI-powered features. I wonder how that's going to play out globally and how their competitors will respond.
It's definitely a bold move, and it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts. On the one hand, you have those who are excited about the increased productivity and possibilities, and on the other hand, there are concerns about mandatory inclusion and the price hike.
It's a balancing act, for sure.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about OpenAI. It seems like they're charging full steam ahead towards creating AI agents that can handle those complex, real-world tasks we've all been dreaming of.
Absolutely. Imagine having an AI assistant that can book flights, manage your schedule, and even help you with research.
Yeah.
It's like having a digital sidekick.
That sounds amazing, but how are they actually making progress towards this?
Well, they rolled out ChatGPT Search,
Okay.
which lets users pull real-time information from the internet using the chatbot interface. Think of it as a supercharged research assistant able to sift through vast amounts of information and provide you with exactly what you need.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I imagine there are still some significant hurdles to overcome before we have truly capable AI agents.
Oh, definitely. Improving reasoning abilities, ensuring secure connections to external tools, and guaranteeing reliable performance. Those are just a few of the challenges they're tackling.
So we're still a ways off from having those truly intelligent AI assistants we see in sci-fi movies.
We are, but the progress they're making is definitely exciting, and they're even focusing on voice interaction as a key element, believing it's crucial for natural and engaging user experiences.
So we're talking about AI assistants that we can actually have a conversation with.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
It is, and while we're on the topic of exciting developments, have you heard about Perplexity AI?
Perplexity AI. The name rings a bell, but refresh my memory.
They're a search engine startup that's been generating a lot of buzz lately with their unique approach to AI-powered search.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, they've managed to snag a whopping $9 billion valuation, which has investors buzzing, and it's not just hype.
Right.
They have the numbers to back it up. Over 2 million app downloads, 230 million monthly queries, and a staggering 8-fold increase in U.S. queries just in the past year.
Wow, those are some impressive stats. What's their secret sauce?
They've managed to blend conversational AI with cited sources, creating a search experience that's both incredibly user-friendly and reliable.
So you get the ease of using a chatbot, but you also have the confidence of knowing where the information is coming from.
Exactly, but it hasn't been all smooth sailing for them.
Oh, what kind of challenges have they faced?
Well, they've been hit with some controversy over accusations of plagiarism, and for a company that prides itself on citing sources,
Yeah.
that's a pretty big deal.
It certainly raises some questions about their commitment to ethical practices. It seems like even in the fast-paced world of AI, you can't escape the importance of integrity and transparency.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how they navigate this challenge and whether they can rebuild trust with users and content creators.
Okay, so before we move on to technology news, I want to take a quick pause and remind our viewers that we're covering a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
But remember, the goal is to give you our busy business product and tech leaders the insights you need to stay ahead in the AI game. Now let's dive into the world of technology.
Okay, so in the world of technology this week, we see this really fascinating push and pull between open and closed AI models.
Okay.
So remember, closed models like ChatGPT are closely guarded by their creators, while open models are freely available for anyone to use and modify.
It's like the difference between a secret recipe and a cookbook that everyone can access.
Exactly.
So what's the latest in this tug of war between open and closed models?
Well, research from Epoch AI suggests that open models are catching up to their closed counterparts at an unprecedented pace.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, the performance gap is now estimated to be around just 1 year.
Wow, that's a pretty significant shift. Are there any examples of open models that are really closing that gap?
Absolutely. Take Meta's Llama 3.1,
Okay.
an open model which reached the capabilities of the first GPT-4 in just 16 months.
That's impressive. That's really fast progress.
It is.
So what are the implications of open models catching up? Why should we care?
Well, it's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, open models offer greater accessibility and transparency, which can fuel innovation.
Yeah.
More people can experiment with and build upon these models, potentially leading to faster advancements in the field.
So it's like democratizing access to AI, allowing more people to contribute to its development.
Right.
But what's the downside? You mentioned it was a double-edged sword.
Well, the concern is misuse.
Okay.
As open models become more powerful, there's a greater risk that they could be used for malicious purposes.
Right.
We've already seen reports of potential military applications using Meta's Llama model, which has raised some red flags.
That's a valid concern. It's like giving everyone access to a powerful tool without necessarily knowing how they'll use it.
Right.
It seems like this blurring of lines between open and closed models is going to create a whole new set of challenges when it comes to governance and ethics.
Precisely. This is a topic that's going to require careful consideration from both the AI community and policymakers.
Yeah.
We need to find a balance between fostering innovation and safeguarding against potential harms.
Absolutely. Speaking of potential harms, this next story is a bit unsettling. It turns out that AI-generated images are posing a growing threat to scientific integrity.
It's a serious issue.
Yeah.
We're talking about AI that can create fake scientific images and data that look so real they could potentially fool even experts.
Right.
This is a major challenge for the scientific community because it undermines the very foundation of trust and reliability upon which scientific progress is built.
So how do we fight back against this? How can we distinguish real research from fabricated content?
Well, the good news is that researchers and companies are working on developing advanced detection tools.
Yeah.
Think of it as an AI arms race, where the good guys are trying to stay one step ahead of those using AI for malicious purposes.
Right.
These detection tools are becoming increasingly sophisticated, able to spot subtle inconsistencies that might indicate an image has been generated by AI.
That's encouraging, but it can't just be about technology, right?
Right.
We need a more comprehensive approach.
You're absolutely right. It's a multifaceted challenge. Publishers are also updating their policies to make it more difficult to pass off AI-generated images as real.
Okay.
And there's a growing push for new standards like image watermarks that can help verify the authenticity of scientific images.
So it sounds like a combination of technology, policy, and awareness is going to be key in combating this threat.
Absolutely.
Now let's shift gears to something a bit more positive. Microsoft is back in the news this time, shaking things up with Magnetic One.
Yes, Magnetic One is an open source system designed to coordinate multiple AI agents to complete complex tasks. Think of it as a team of specialized AI helpers, each with their own unique skill set working together to achieve a common goal.
So it's like having a team of AI specialists, each with their area of expertise, collaborating on a project that sounds incredibly powerful.
It is. You could have one AI agent that's a whiz at web browsing, another that excels at file management, and yet another that's a coding guru. They all work together seamlessly guided by a central orchestrator agent that oversees the entire workflow and redirects efforts as needed.
It's like having an AI project manager, keeping everything running smoothly. Okay, so what are the potential benefits of this for businesses? How could Magnetic One be used in the real world?
Well, imagine the possibilities. You could automate complex research tasks, streamline software development processes, and even improve data management workflows.
Yeah.
It has the potential to significantly boost efficiency and productivity across a wide range of industries.
This sounds like a game changer for companies looking to leverage AI to optimize their operations.
It could be.
But with all this talk about advanced AI agents and complex systems, it's easy to forget that AI can also be used for good, to solve real-world problems and make a positive impact on society.
Absolutely. And this next story is a perfect example of that. Researchers at the University of Virginia have developed an incredible AI-powered sensor network that can detect multiple toxic gases in real time.
Wait, so it's like an AI nose that can sniff out danger. That sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It does, but it's very real. They've essentially created an artificial olfactory system that mimics the human sense of smell.
Wow.
This system utilizes a network of sensors with nano-islands of metal catalysts on graphene surfaces. These sensors are incredibly sensitive to even tiny amounts of gas molecules.
Okay, so how does it actually work? These sensors smell the gas, but how do they know what they're detecting?
It's pretty ingenious. When gas molecules come into contact with the sensor surfaces, it triggers a change in the sensor's conductivity.
Right.
This change acts as a signal indicating the presence and concentration of a particular gas. The data is then processed in real time, providing instant alerts and insights.
So you could get immediate notifications about gas leaks, pinpoint their location with incredible accuracy, and even track the spread of harmful gases over time.
Exactly, and the potential applications are vast. Think industrial safety, where you could use this system to monitor for hazardous leaks in real time, preventing accidents and protecting workers, or environmental monitoring, where you could track air quality and pinpoint sources of pollution. You could even use it for public health protection, detecting airborne pathogens or toxins.
This technology has the potential to save lives and protect the environment. Yeah. It's inspiring to see AI being used in such innovative and beneficial ways. Okay, before we move on, I just want to quickly recap what we've covered so far in our technology section. We've seen the rapid advancement of open AI models blurring the lines between accessibility and the potential for misuse. We've explored the alarming trend of AI-generated scientific images and the efforts to combat this threat. We've also witnessed the rise of multi-agent AI systems like Magnetic One and the innovative use of AI for real-time gas detection. Now let's dive into some more news that's been shaking things up in the AI landscape. Okay, so we're back for our final stretch of this AI deep dive.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot about big tech pouring billions into AI, but now the question is, are those investments actually paying off?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, and it seems like the answer is a resounding yes.
Okay.
But it's not without its challenges. Microsoft, Google, and Amazon all reported significant jumps in cloud revenue,
Right.
with a large chunk of that growth directly attributed to their AI services.
So the AI gold rush is real, but how are they actually translating these investments into profits? Give us some concrete examples.
Okay, well, take Google, for instance. Their CEO, Sundar Pichai, has publicly stated that their AI investments are paying off,
Okay.
specifically crediting AI as a key driver of the recent quarterly growth. One way they're doing this is by using AI to generate code for their engineers. In fact, over a quarter of new code at Google is now AI generated,
Wow.
which is then reviewed by human engineers.
That's a pretty significant shift in their development process. It
Yeah.
sounds like they're using AI to streamline their operations and boost efficiency.
Exactly, and it's not just about saving time and money, it's also about improving the quality of their code.
Okay.
By leveraging AI, they can identify potential errors and vulnerabilities early on, leading to more robust and reliable software.
That makes sense. What about Meta? Are they seeing similar returns on their AI investments?
They are indeed. Mark Zuckerberg recently announced that over 1 million advertisers have used their generative AI tools to create more than 15 million ads. That's a staggering number, and it highlights the growing adoption of AI in the marketing and advertising space.
So AI is helping businesses reach their target audience more effectively and creatively. But it's not just about generating more ads, it's about generating better ads.
Right? Absolutely, and the results speak for themselves. Businesses that have used Meta's image generation tools have seen a 7% increase in conversions, which means they're getting more bang for their buck.
Those are some compelling numbers. But earlier you mentioned that this success story isn't without its challenges. What are some of the hurdles big tech is facing in this AI arms race?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is the sheer cost of this arms race.
Right.
As we discussed earlier, these companies are spending billions on AI infrastructure, and the price tag is only going to go up as competition intensifies.
Yeah, that's a valid concern. At some point, you have to ask, how long can they sustain this level of investment? And are there any other challenges beyond the financial aspect?
Yes. The other big challenge is technical. These companies are increasingly venturing into developing their own AI chips, which is a highly complex and expensive endeavor.
Why are they doing that? Can't they just rely on existing chip manufacturers like NVIDIA?
They could, but by developing their own chips, they gain greater control over their AI hardware and software ecosystem. It allows them to optimize their systems for specific AI workloads and potentially reduce costs in the long run.
So it's a strategic move to gain a competitive edge in the AI landscape. But as you said, it's a risky and expensive gamble. If they succeed, it could pay off big time. But if they fail, it could set them back significantly. It's a high-stakes game, and the stakes are only getting higher.
That's a great way to put it. The AI landscape is constantly evolving, and the companies that are willing to take risks and push boundaries are the ones that are most likely to succeed. But it's not just about being bold. It's about being smart. It's about investing in the right technologies, developing robust governance frameworks, and most importantly, remembering that AI is ultimately a tool that should be used to benefit humanity.
Well said. As we wrap up this week's AI Compass, what's the key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I think the biggest takeaway is that AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's here, it's now, and it's transforming the business world at an unprecedented pace. We're seeing companies of all sizes leveraging AI to improve efficiency, boost productivity, and gain a competitive edge.
It's clear that AI is no longer just a nice-to-have. It's becoming a must-have for any business that wants to stay relevant in today's rapidly evolving market.
Exactly. And the pace of innovation is only accelerating. What was considered cutting-edge technology just a few months ago is quickly becoming commonplace. It's crucial for business leaders to stay informed, to understand the potential of AI, and to start thinking about how they can incorporate AI into their own operations.
And that's what we're here for. The AI Compass is your guide to navigating this complex and exciting world of AI. We break down the latest news and insights, helping you make sense of it all, so you can make informed decisions for your business.
If you're ready to start exploring how AI can transform your business, reach out to Shellpuck AI Technology Consulting. They can help you develop a tailored AI strategy that aligns with your specific goals and challenges.
And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode of the AI Compass.
We're your trusted source for all things AI, and we're here to help you stay ahead of the curve. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay ahead in the world of AI.
See you next week.